This is a fire that didn't destroy a home. This is a break-in that didn't devastate a family. This is the reason why. ADT. Now get ADT installed for just $99.
New from Wingstop, boneless wings. Delicious, tender breast meat, sauced and tossed in any of our wing flavors or with your choice of dipping sauce. New from Wingstop, the boneless wing experts. New from Wingstop, boneless wings. Delicious, tender breast meat, sauced and tossed in any of our wing flavors or with your choice of dipping sauce. New from Wingstop, the boneless wing experts.
Ian, headset on. It's hanging.
And we want to welcome everybody back to Tommy Oliver Stadium for game number 3 as your Gators are going to take on the Rutherford Rams. And Rutherford with the ball first on a handoff up the middle. And what a run as he gains just about 10 yards on the play.
Yeah, it was number 22 for Rutherford.
And number 13 in on the tackle for the Gators. And we're just going to give you numbers because we don't really have names. But that's going to bring up 1st and 10 for the Rams as they pick up 10 yards on the first play from scrimmage. Rams come up to the line of scrimmage, looking to continue to move the ball against the Gator defense. And it's a handoff to the outside, comes around, jukes one.
Number 22 again on the Rutherford offense.
22's got quick feet, man. He's able to hit that hole in a hurry.
He's moving very well already on the first 2 plays. Looked like number 8 for Escambia stepping up and making the tackle.
And that is one thing again. Now, here's where I think, Luke, we're going to start seeing a fall off in what we're able to do. And I hate that we're going to go up against Leon late in this thing because the effects of last night, sleeping on the floor, getting on the bus again this morning, wearing dirty, your uni. It's got to start catching up with you.
And they'll already have 3 quarters under their belt when they get to Leon.
And again, handoff to number 22 for Rutherford. He's got some room up the middle before the Gators just smother him there after about 5 yards. And he's going to be 2nd down and about 5 for the Rams. And it looks like we might have a Gator down. Number 85 gets up limping. That looks like a Charlie horse. I can see it from here. That calf muscle just...
Looks like he's going to walk it off.
He's going to try to walk it off. Yeah. That may be one where they need to get him some fluid in him.
He's staying in the game.
The heart of our Gator team this year is incredible.
I think Coach Spears, that's big with Coach Spears.
And he's going to pass to the outside and picked off by number 21 for the Gators to end the drive. Nice positioning, nice play. Now, you want to make Coach Shepard happy? That will do it.
Absolutely. Stayed inside on the receiver. Never let him get past him. He stayed on his hip. And then you see him come up with the play. And I want to say that's Arian Wallace, if that's the actual number 21.
As Coach Shepard says, he was in sync. He was in sync with him. As
step for step.
As Coach Shepard, if you got a chance to watch our coaching clinic video, you can see Coach Shepard demonstrating in phase is what he likes to call it. But a great play by number 21.
Coach Shepard helps these kids out a lot.
Oh, yeah.
I've seen him stay after practice in spring, hour after practice, working with one guy.
And that was a snap to number 12, and the pass to number 4 dropped incomplete.
Another good play by number 21 out there at corner for Escambia's defense.
And that's going to bring up 2nd down and 10 here on the second possession for the Rutherford Rams.
Clock's running. We've got about 8 minutes and 10 seconds left in this of the first segment of the third session.
Quarterback's in shotgun. He keeps it, and he's wrapped up by a multitude of Gator defenders there.
And that's the swarming again.
Absolutely. We've talked about it for 2 days now. The 1 stands you up and 8 hits you.
The Gators are going to be really hard to run on. You see we've got number 73 down there. He's filling the hole, keeping anybody from coming through the hole, so the rest of the linebackers, the secondary, can step up and make a play.
And one of the things, Luke, I've noticed is especially with our defensive line, you always hear the term, you got guys who practice well and play well. As the handoff goes to number 1 for Rutherford, and he's going to pick up about 3 yards before he puts the ball on the ground. And it looks like it is going to be recovered by the Gators.
We're going to give it to him. And
covered by the Gators. And, of course, they're going to take it and reset it back, and we'll do it again.
And Rutherford will start over with a fresh set of downs.
But and actually, no. It looks like they're going to rule him down by contact.
It's a tough call for these refs in some of these close plays. They don't have the advantage of instant replay as some levels of football have.
Yeah, or sitting 40 feet in the air looking down on the play.
Maybe they could ask us.
Absolutely. But getting back to what I was saying about our gamers and practice guys, our defensive line, if you watch them in practice, you think, oh, my goodness, we're in trouble. But if you watch them in a game, the motor just doesn't stop with some of these kids.
Now, I think that comes from practicing against Escambia's option offense.
Number 12 takes the snap, a little quick pass to number 4, and it's going to be good for about a 9-yard pickup as he rolls the ball forward.
And number 21 on the tackle again. 21's getting some work out there. They're going to his side after the interception and a couple big tackles he's made. They're still hoping to catch him asleep over there, but it doesn't look like he's going to be.
That's right, and that's going to bring up 3rd down and about a yard for the Rams on the what we're going to guess to be the Gators' 30-yard line. The Rams come up to the line of scrimmage, number 17 in it, quarterback, 1 back in the backfield. Number 3 goes in motion. And handoff's going to go to number 1. It bounces off 1 Gator defender and brought down hard by number 8 for the Gators. And number 8 really put the lick on him there.
Stepped up from the safety position, got to the ball, made a hard tackle.
And that's going to bring up 1st down and 10 for the Rams on the Gator, to be about the 23-yard line maybe. Rutherford comes up to the line of scrimmage. Number 12 looking. He's got a few receivers out. He's got three wide receivers in this formation, 1 back. And he's going to go deep into the corner of the end zone. And nice play by number 25 to break that up for the Gators.
Stayed back there, watched the ball, went up to get it at its highest point and put a deflection on it. Bay's receiver had a second chance at it, but it was behind him a little bit. He couldn't turn around and make the play.
One of the things you have to ask yourself is, why would you throw into double coverage anyhow? You had 3 receivers. The one on the inside was definitely in a better position to make the play. But, again, we're talking high school football, so maybe it's the comfort level with that particular receiver.
He may have had that play in his head and said that he's going there no matter what. That's the receiver he's throwing it to.
And again, Rutherford comes up to the line, 2nd and 10 on the 23. And the Gator defense gets up. A quick pass to the outside, number 19, and it's going to be good for a touchdown. Number 21 got turned around, and he knew it. The second it happened, he threw his hands on his helmet, and all he heard was Coach Shepard going, in phase. Do not allow them, hands on their hip, do not allow them to get position on you. And it's exactly what happened. He got position, got him turned around. He had no play at all on the football.
He got behind him, and the Rutherford receiver made a good catch on the ball.
And one of the things we've noticed today is, Luke, the corners really they look like they're a week behind everybody else.
Right.
In where they need to be. And again, you ask yourself if it's because we're so young at that position and it takes a little bit longer to come through, or game situation. Is it maybe not as easy to replicate game situation for a corner?
Well, there's definitely, as the ball's on the ground for Rutherford.
Number 12, the quarterback, tries to take it, and as you can see, he's met by a multitude of Gators once again.
All right, but back to the corners. I think this summer, working with Coach Shepard, because they are young at the cornerback position, I think a lot of it's going to be technique, getting their hips turned the right way, and getting out there and making the play happen. But I think that you see some potential in these guys.
Yeah, oh yeah. I think by no means are we out of the game with our corners. I think we have great corners. They have the speed. It is positioning, and it's understanding what's going on around you, and that comes with time, film study, and everything else as we get a flag on the play.
Wait for the refs to clarify this penalty.
As he goes to the wrong sideline.
Looks like the penalty was on Rutherford.
But what was it?
But did not see the penalty from the ref. He's facing the Rutherford side there.
I am so glad we're going to have these officials mic'd up at our games this year. That's going to make life easy for us.
It'll definitely help us get the calls in.
As Rutherford comes up to the line of scrimmage, 2nd and 10. 12 with the snap, hands it off to the outside. He's got some room to run as he tries to get to the corner, and caught from behind by number 7 for the Gators.
Excellent pursuit by the defense on that. They never let him stretch the ball as far as he wanted to outside without there being a white jersey in front of him.
Lots of white jerseys.
As the Gators have switched to their white jerseys for this game.
That's right. We have had a different jersey on for each quarter. I can't wait to see what we go against Leon. We may have a whole new uniform on. We may
one of the 5 combinations, Coach Spears. I wonder if he plans on switching every half as he's done this game.
It is so difficult not to look to the other side of the field as the crowd goes crazy for the Leon Mosley game over there, and we're trying to bring you guys the Rutherford Escambia game taking place
on the other half of the 50.
Yeah, it's like arena ball in 2 different arenas tied together. Hand off to 22, and he got a little bit of room to run, but a nice play there by number 49 to trip him up. Or is that 45? No, 49 to trip him up.
49 got him down. Looks like he picked up just enough for the first down, about a yard past the first down marker. And we're winding down here. Looks like we've got under a half a minute left in this new segment of football.
And I cannot recall if we've had a score yet. We're going to have to go to the tape.
I don't think we've had one this segment.
Can we get it? We have a 1 score.
One
so
score. Okay,
Rutherford's up 7-0.
Rutherford's up 7-0. 6 seconds left.
There's a pass to the corner of the end zone and just out of the reach of the receiver.
And that's going to do it for Rutherford on offense. They're going to switch up and go to Escambia. He's going to run offense against Rutherford. And we'll be right back after these messages from our sponsors.
We're expecting quite a matchup today as the Gladiators take the field. The quarterback breaks left to the counter while his receivers look for a wide-open table. He scans his options, 9 tasty flavors. Every call from the Wingstop playbook looks incredible. Oh, that was a close call. He spots his teammates and goes for the end zone. Touchdown!
Awkward.
A play like that has me reconsidering retirement. Wingstop, the official wings of me, Troy Aikman.
And we want to welcome everybody back to Tommy Oliver Stadium here in Panama City, Florida, as the EGFN network brings you the 25th, well, I don't know what it is, but The Bay High Officials Clinic. This has been the longest weekend of football I can remember in a long time, and we're feeling it, so we know the team is feeling it.
You know, with the Gators, the jamboree we've talked about last night, the sleeping on the floor, the umpteenth quarter we're playing here.
The 2-hour drive from Crestview to Panama City. It's kind of like a minor league baseball team at this point.
You see that, and then some of these kids, they're out there. Denike Hollowell takes it up the middle for a big run.
Touchdown Gators. First play from scrimmage, the Gators tie it up with a 45-yard run by Denike Holloway.
He's making it really hard for us to talk about the fatigue when he keeps coming out, putting out runs like that. We know he's a special player coming out of the backfield, but he doesn't look tired, gassed at all as he breaks that big 45-yard run into the end zone to bring the score to 7-7 with about 11 minutes left in this segment of football.
You got to feel pretty good about the season watching these guys at this point. I mean, they shouldn't be able to move the ball 10 yards at this point. I mean, they should just be exhausted.
And you see there's some leadership out there. You see these guys talking to each other after the plays.
Gerald Bright with the ball. The deuce is loose, and he puts it on the ground. Great hit by number 23 for the Rams as he put that helmet right on the football.
He got loose and
he did the little twirl. The twirl got him. When he did the twirl, he brought the ball out, and number 23 put the helmet right on it.
And that's been an emphasis from Coach Spears all through spring is ball security and holding the ball, covering the ball up in traffic. And when he did his little spin there, the Rutherford defender stepped up and put a helmet on the ball and popped it loose.
And we're 86 and the deuce is loose now. We've done it one time. He fumbled one time. We're done with it.
Yeah, we can't say it again. It didn't work for us.
And Bright keeps the ball himself as he picks up about 3 yards on the play. Uh-oh, here we go. A little mixing it up between Rutherford and Escambia.
A little bit.
And 69, George Rutherford grabs him immediately, number 50, center for the Gators, and pulls him away and says, wait a minute, my friend, cool it down.
And that's your leader on the offensive line, of course, George Rutherford, as he's one of the top prospects in the area. And he wants his center in there. That's a key part of the offensive line.
Absolutely. As the Gators come back to the line of scrimmage, second down on about the 38-yard line.
Quarterback change with Jake Durant back in there.
And again, Denike Holloway with the carry. And they're going to stop him. But, you know, Denike's good for 4 yards. And he got 2, initial hit, leaned forward, picked up 2 more.
He's a hard runner. I mean, we say that a lot. Of course, he's the leading rusher coming back in our area. He's got the mindset that he wants to be the best in the area, and he's out there. He's doing the work, too. He puts in a lot of work at practice and in the weight room.
As Gators ball, 3rd and about 3. As the pitch out to number 6. He's got room to run on the outside as he picks up the first down and a little more before he puts the ball on the ground.
Looks like the ground may have caused him to pop it out there. The refs are going to spot him down. There is a flag on the play.
Yeah, it's going to come back. It looks like we might have a little holding. Of course, they gave the first down sign, and they're going to bring it back.
Side judge wasn't able to see what the penalty was when he gave the first down.
And it looks like it's going to be against the Gators. And it's going to be holding.
Yeah, but going back to Denike Holloway, I think he's wanting to leave a legacy at Escambia, which, as we know from recent years, the running backs that have come out of Escambia have some really good success.
Absolutely.
At the college and now at the professional level.
And the Gators come back to the 40 as it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Gators. And the pitch to number 14. He's got room here on the inside. He picks up about 7 yards with the extra effort.
It's a good run there as he followed his blocker. He actually got into the back of number 74.
Looks like number 42 for the Rams picked up a little stinger in his hand as they came down. His knee came down in the palm of his hand. And if you ever had that happen, that hurts. As the Gators line back up at the line of scrimmage, second down and about 4. Nike in the backfield. Yeah. Number 6 in motion. The pitch to Nike. He's got room to run, and he's going to pick up, drops his head, and picks up about 10 yards on the play. And look at George Rutherford. He is 15 yards downfield, driving number 67. And the coach did not like whatever 67 said to George and came right over there in a hurry to get on him.
And we saw Rutherford do that in the orange and blue game several times last night.
Several times.
And
he just has a way of agitating whoever he goes up against.
He gets in there and they get frustrated with it, and then they'll react to that. And I think that's what the Rutherford coach is telling him. Don't react to it. Don't get frustrated. That's a penalty.
As the Gators come out, quarterback under center. He's going to keep it. And there's the pitch to number 6 on the outside, and it's going to be good for a first down. Is again brought down very hard by number 3 for the Rams. But what a run by number 6.
Excellent run. Number 11, Jake Durant, did a good job drawing the defense in on him, so he was able to make the pitch and get his guy outside around the corner. Looks like he was just short of the first down as the refs mark it about 6 inches.
That
short.
was a very unfavorable ball placement there, the spot of the ball. As we got quarterback change in there for the Gators.
But it is the refs' clinic, so this is the time for them to work, and they'll go back, I'm sure, and look at the film. Yep.
And the number 2 under center, hands up to the Nike and up the middle for a touchdown is the Nike Hollow again with another score.
And the offensive line opened that hole up between the guard and the tackle for Nike. I mean, these guys, that offensive line, you'd think the big guys would be the ones out there dragging right now. And
they're fresh. They're
fresh. They're moving, and they've played a lot of football in the last 2 days, but even just today they've played a lot of football.
As you look at number 75, he even jogs back to the 40-yard line from the end zone.
Well, they're fired up. They're ready to go. They want to get another score in before the clock runs out, as we've got about 5 minutes left in this segment.
And with that score, the Gators go up 14-7 on Rutherford. And Gators doing exceptionally well this weekend, winning 2 last night, winning 2 today so far, and tying 1. As the Gators come up to the line of scrimmage, a quick pass to number 6, and in and out of his hands. Great effort by number 6, and a great job by number 3 getting his hands on it for the Rams.
Absolutely. And with the Gators being up 14-7 in this game, you can call it a win, because Rutherford's not going to get another chance on offense.
That's right.
So we've got another win here for them, and I mean, they're just playing good football. They're out there, and I think the coach has got them fired up, and all the coaches are keeping them up and keeping them out there on the field wanting to play this game. None of them want to come out of the game.
Right. Second down for the Gators. Hand off to Nike again. Lots of room to run. As he's rumbling down the field, he's going to get into the end zone for a touchdown. And the Gators go up by 2.
Give Nike another 45-yard run. This kid doesn't stop.
Nike's going to have 500 yards for the weekend.
By the end of all this, he may have more than that.
As the Gators go up 21-7 in this game.
He's an exciting player to watch. As you watch him, he makes that first move. The first guy seems to always miss with Nike. He makes the first guy miss. And then
the second guy pays the price for with the hit.
Yes.
And then the third guy gets him down, or attempts to get him down.
And he said when we had a chance to talk to him between games, he said that he's not going to talk. He's going to go out there and let his pads do the talking for him.
And he has definitely done that. Very little, a man of very few words is Nike. As the Gators come back to the line of scrimmage, 1st and 10 on the 40, they hand off to number 2, and he's got some room. He picks up about 18 yards on the play.
And we think that's Gerald Bright, who, again, as we've said several times, is the slash player for our team. There's not much he's not willing to go out there and do for his team.
And, we didn't do the deuces on the loose. He held on to the football.
He had the ball. He secured the ball as he was being brought down to the ground.
The ESP moment is done. Gators under center, hand off to number 14. He breaks the first tackle, and he's going to get about 4 more yards after the first point of contact. And again, the Gator offensive line, you cannot say enough. These guys are blowing holes all through that Rutherford defensive line.
It's like they're competing with themselves to see who's the better one out there on the field.
You know, and there may be some sort of inner squad thing going on between the offensive line. Gators line up in shotgun. Number 11 hands it off to number 14 around the end. He's got a little bit of room to run there as he gets brought down by number 23 for the Rams.
The refs mark him just far enough for the first down.
And that's going to, well, we'll see. They haven't moved it yet. They're going to bring the chains in for this one? They haven't brought the chains in yet.
Well, they're going to spot it right on the marker.
Right on the 10-yard line, so first and goal, Gators. Kind of need to.
They're still showing second down.
Well, it's a spring game for them.
Right. We've got under a minute and a half left in this quarter, and the Gators look to punch it in again. Again, it is first down and goal.
And the whistle blows, and that's going to kill the play as they realize they haven't changed the down marker.
Looks like on that play they were going to run the same play again with the number 14 coming in motion and Durant back in shotgun, handed off to him, giving him a chance to get on the outside edge.
As the Gators come up to the line of scrimmage, first and goal from the 10-yard line. And the snap goes off the center's rear and not quite going to get there as the Rams recover the fumble. And we're going to march it back to the 40 and try another drive.
I'm not sure what the center thought there, but it looked like he thought the quarterback was under center, and that's just one of those things. It's a mental mistake that can be fixed pretty easy, as we've got less than 30 seconds left in this segment. Gators look to get another playoff before the whistle blows. And
you don't really, you can't take nothing away from the center because that's a tough position. There's a lot going on, a lot you have to understand. Gators get the ball, and quarterback's wrapped up in the backfield, so they're going to lose about 1.5 yards.
And usually the center's the one making the calls for the offensive line, blocking assignments.
Right.
Shifts, all of that. So he does have a lot going on.
And early in the season, you're going to see those mistakes. That's going to wrap this game up for the Gators as they come out a 21-7 victor. And we're going to take a quick break before we come up with the Escambia versus Leon. And we'll be back after these short words from our sponsors.
G&M Land Pros, serving Pensacola, Pace, Milton, and surrounding areas. So if you're in need of lawn care, want a quality job at a great rate, call the fine folks at G&M Land Pros, 850-866-7853. Mention the Chomp and save 10% on your next job, only at G&M Land Pros.
This is a fire that didn't destroy a home. This is a break-in that didn't devastate a family. This is the reason why. ADT. Now get ADT installed for just $99.
For the Escambia Leon segment, we got Escambia up on offense first. We got Bright at quarterback.
And this is the one they were looking forward to. This is a big test as Leon is a big team out of Tallahassee.
Denike gets it up the middle, and he's out the gate already on the first play of the game for another touchdown.
Another 45-yard run from Denike Hollowell. They're starting on the 45-yard line going in, and
first play untouched. And that you got to give credit to the offensive lineman of making that hole for him.
Offensive lineman opened that up, and again, fatigue is not set in yet on these guys.
I'll tell you what, Denike needs to maybe buy them big O linemen a hamburger or something after the game. They've been opening up holes. What is that? Is 6-7 touchdown just today? He had 3 or 4 last night.
The 45-yarder puts them up 7-0. 10:48 left as Bright gets under center.
Hands it off to
Nike
Hollowell again.
To Nike Hollowell's.
He's got one man to beat. He shoves him.
Puts a move on 11.
All
In the
right.
end zone for another 45-yard touchdown as he went up the middle and turned it outside.
2 plays, 80 yards. I tell you what, if you didn't know his name
You know
by
it
the
now.
beginning of this weekend, you will know it now.
Well, he's the leading rusher in our area coming back.
He's the leading rusher this weekend in Florida, I would say.
Absolutely. I mean, he's
Easy.
that's his 4th 45-yard run in 2 games.
That's
So that's 180 yards on 4 carries.
and 2 of them back-to-back plays. Escambia coming back up to the line of scrimmage. Durant on the center. He's going to give it to Bright this time.
Bright
and it looks
takes
like
it
Bright's
outside.
out of the gate. The deuce is loose this time. 3
Holds on to
plays,
the
3
ball.
40-yard touchdowns.
Gerald Bright in the end zone. Another 45-yard touchdown run.
I tell you what, hey, you cannot ask to start off a segment better than Escambia start off.
I mean, if Coach Spears can get this out of his team every Friday night in the fall, they're going to be tough to beat.
We are going into our 3rd minute of the segment, and we've got 120 yards rushing.
Let's see
80 by
let's see if he
Nike
sticks
Hollowell.
with it was Coach Spears, if he sticks with the running game or he gives Durant a chance to put one up in the air and see if he can confuse the Leon defense here. As Durant gets under center.
Oh, it looks like we're going for a pass.
He's gonna
He's
throw
got
the
7
ball.
up. Oh, it just overshot him. Overshot him. Sorry about that.
Watch his feet. He's dancing the whole time he's throwing.
Well, I guess you can't score every play.
Yeah, that was the 4th play for Escambia, the first one this time without a touchdown. So
They got to be disappointed in that.
we'll see if Coach Spears sticks with the passing game or if he's going to call a run play here as he's got.
I say you go back to your bread and butter.
Here we go. Durant's under center, hands the ball
Oh, he's
off
up
to
the
Bright.
middle.
Bright's up the middle for a gain of about 25 yards. Looks like that was a 15-yard gain.
Looks like we're going to start off 1st and 10 from the 25. We got 8 minutes left to go in the offensive segment for Escambia.
You know, they're not getting a chance to run the offense that Coach Spears wants to play every 13 seconds. Ref's clinic, so taking them a while to get the ball set for the guys. As Durant gets the play from the sidelines here, he's going to line up under center. He's got Bright in the backfield. Handoff up the middle to Gerald Bright for a gain of about 1 yard.
Looks like 44 was on the tackle for Leon. And I tell you what, Leon has got some size on them.
Leon's got some really big
boys.
guys. So for Escambia's offensive line to come out here on those first 3 plays and open the holes they did for their running backs, that's really saying something about that offensive line out there.
And it just goes to show you again on the conditioning.
That's right. That's right. Conditioning is key in the spring, and it'll be key in the summer as Durant pitches the ball out here. Number 14 takes it to the outside.
And it looks like he's
brought
wrapped
down.
up by number 7 on Leon.
After a gain of, we'll call it 7 yards, so we're going to have a 3rd down. No, they're going to move the chains.
Yeah, it looks
I guess
like he got enough.
He got enough for the first down as the ball is placed on about the 12-yard line. So it'll be 1st down and 10 from the 12-yard line. Durant's stepping back here in shotgun.
Got about 6.5 minutes left in this segment. Goes with the hard count. It looks like he
the
gets
hard
Leon.
count. We saw that a lot last night in the Jamboree, and some with Jake Durant gives him a special ability to draw people off sides. He did it all night last night. I don't know if it's his cadence or how he's saying it, but he's getting guys to jump, and that's good when you know you've got that in your back pocket on a 3rd and inches play. You can get your first down if you get the guys to jump.
Yeah, he's got a good hard count.
Here we go. Durant's under center. You got number 6 in motion. The ball up the middle to Gerald Bright as he runs in for a touchdown on 2nd and 12.
Yep, that's Gerald Bright. That's going to be the 4th touchdown of the segment, and we still got 5 minutes and 50 seconds left in the quarter.
That's 28 points for Escambia.
And 21 in 3 plays.
21 on 3 plays.
That's a good start.
There he goes. Escambia is going to line up on offense here from the 40-yard line. As the refs are getting the ball set, looks like Tallahassee Leon's coach was giving a little instruction to his defense, trying to figure out what's going on.
Looks like we got Austin Travis in the backfield right now, number 9.
You
as our
can't
quarterback.
mistake that do. That hair sticking out of the back of the helmet, you know it's Austin Travis when he's back there.
Looks
Here
like
goes number 9 at quarterback, and he stumbles coming out from under center, giving Tallahassee an opportunity to tackle him in the backfield there for a loss of about 4 yards.
Going to set up 2nd and 14. And it looks like we got our young guys in right now.
That's right. Coach, I think Coach is really impressed with what his first team did there, and he's going to give them a little bit of a break.
A well-deserved one.
That's right. They walk off the loss of yards, and they spot the ball back at the line of scrimmage on the 40 because there is another 2 teams playing on the other half of the field. So here we go. As the pitch is out to number 4, he stretches it to the outside, gets around the outside, down the sideline, steps out and see where the refs mark it, but it looked like he was around the 15-yard line when he stepped out. Good enough for the first down, of course.
I was going to say they stepped out about the 24-yard line.
24-yard line's where they're going to mark him his initial out.
He was tiptoeing down the line,
He was
wasn't
tiptoeing. If we had some replay, I wonder if he stayed in just a hair. Number 9's under center. 23 in motion. 9 hands it off up the middle.
It's Austin Travis.
Austin Travis. Looks like he is going to gain about a yard on that play. Austin Travis is another guy kind of like Nike Hollowell where he's going to lean forward for a yard or two.
He's a bruiser.
He doesn't lose yards.
No. Looks like we're in the
lined
shotgun.
up. That's right, lined up in the shotgun. Center gets the ball back to number 9. Sets his feet. Throws to the end zone.
It looks like we're going to have maybe a legal touch. And
The receiver stepped out, came back in, and made that play. The corner had already quit because the receiver stepped out. So good job following through since this is kind of a spring game for them. They just want to get the work in, go ahead and finish the play, throw the ball down the field.
Looks like we're going to set it. They're going to set it up as 30-10 again. That was a nice pass, though.
Absolutely.
Put it in the corner of the end zone.
And he did the right thing. Just throw the ball down the field. Here he goes. Looks like he's rolling out. Decides to keep it. Steps out after a gain of about 3 yards.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to mark it right around the 20. Let's say, yep, right on the 20, looks like. We got about 2 minutes and 20 seconds left in this segment.
3rd down and about 6 yards. Excuse me, 4th down and 6. 2 minutes remaining. 9's under center with 4 in motion.
And there's Travis again, running hard.
Austin Travis takes it. Did he get enough for the
first down? It's going to be right at the first down. Let's see where they gave him forward momentum at.
Well, looks like spot the ball short. On the 15. Looks like we're starting over for another set of another drive for the Escambia Gators. Coach Spears is going to keep the same players in for this drive.
Looks like we're probably going to get one more segment in. We got 1:30 left, and Escambia is already up at the ball, ready to go. With 1:30 left, they should be able to get about 9 plays in.
Here we go. 4's in motion. 9 hands the ball off up the middle. I wasn't able to get the number there. When he comes out of the pile, we'll get the number to you. Gain of about 4 yards. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 6.
Big number 50 on the tackle for Leon. Under a minute now.
Here we go. 9 brings them back up to the line, gets set.
Looks like we're going to have a trap up the inside to 4. It looks like he's going to gain about 2 on the play. We'll set up 3rd and 5 with 35 seconds left in the segment.
The clock is running. Let's see if we can get one more play off for the Gators here. These young guys are out there getting some work in. Number 9 gets under center.
8 runs out onto the field late. He gets set up. Looks
Play
like they're going to
action.
throw it to him. 8's working hard. He tries. Oh, it looks like he pushed. It looked like we might have a pass interference call on that play.
We'll see. They were tussling out there. It's going to be tough to see. Tough for me to see if it was the offense or defense on that pass interference. But we'll wait for the call as the whistle blows to end that quarter. And we'll be right back after a message from our sponsors.
You ever wonder what's in your future? Well, if you ask me, my Popeye's ripping chicken is in your future, honey. You're probably saying, what is she talking about? Well, I cut a boneless chicken breast into big strips, marinated in 4 different peppers and Louisiana seasoning, and fried up spicy. I call it ripping chicken, because you just rip it and dip it. And right now, you can get my spicy ripping chicken, fries, a biscuit, and ranch dipping sauce for just $3.99. She sees ripping chicken in your future, honey, and the future is today.
Louisiana fast. 2, 1. Hey, welcome back to the Escambia Gator Football Network. As we're here at Tommy Oliver Stadium. The Gators are going to be on defense this segment against the Tallahassee Leon.
And Leon's offense, just by watching them as they've been playing today, they've got a good offense. So it's going to be a good test for our defense. It looks like we got our young guys in right now. They're going to start off the game.
And again, the jersey numbers, it's hard for us to tell who's who, so we'll give you jersey numbers as the Gators make the tackles. Looks like Tallahassee number 4, handoff out of the shotgun.
And 50
Gators
was
defense
there. 50 was there
swarms to the backfield. You've got 7 of the defenders back there on the tackle, stopping the guy for a 6-yard loss.
That was a good play by 50, stepping up and making a play.
Coming from that
defensive end
position.
Yep, he strung it out and kept contained. Good job.
These guys have worked really hard this spring as the ball's handed. Nope, the ball's kept by number 7, the quarterback. Great pursuit by the Gator defense. Number 7 for the Gators.
That's Walden.
That's Walden making the tackle out there. Took a good angle to the runner.
Looks like about pickup of about 7 on the plate, setting up 3rd and 4.
Looks like that was a gracious spot from the refs there. And, we're lacking on the gracious spots from the refs on the Gator side of the ball, but
one's back in the shotgun for Leon.
There we go.
Gets the snap, fakes it up, and runs it up the middle.
Number 13 stays in there, makes a good play on the ball, brings him down by himself. That was one of the rare plays where you didn't see more than one Gator in on the tackle, and you'd like to know if you did, maybe they would have stopped him short of the gain he was able to get.
And watching number 1 for Leon today, he's an athlete. He can throw the ball, he can run the ball. He's the player.
He's a player. It looks like the ball's going to be spot at about the 24-yard line for first down. One brings him back here to the shotgun. Swings it out. Incomplete as he tried to get the ball out to number 10 on a little wide receiver screen pass.
Yeah, he just threw it low. He was trying to get it out there quick and wasn't accurate with it. But Escambia looked like they were set up there to make a play.
Defense was there and waiting on it, and he may not have wanted to catch that ball. Here we go. One gets the offense set, standing back in the shotgun again. He's got 4 running back. 4 takes the ball to the outside on the handoff as he runs the ball for about a gain of 8 yards.
21 on the stop.
Bring up a 3rd down. No, it looks like they're going to give him a 7-yard gain on that one. Brings up about 3rd and 3. We've got 9 minutes remaining in this segment. Tallahassee Leon is yet to score after Escambia came out and in the first 3 minutes scored 3 touchdowns.
First 3 plays.
First 3 plays. Here we go. As one's back in the shotgun again. Fakes the handoff, takes it up the middle himself.
38.
Number 38 steps up, makes a play. Looks like he was able to lean across the first down marker.
And number 1, the quarterback for Leon, he's a big boy to bring down.
Number 1, it looks like he's going to have to do a lot of work for Tallahassee Leon today.
You want to try to keep him contained as well as you can because he can make a big play.
Sure, with the Gators up 28-0, the clock is becoming an enemy for Tallahassee, as the Gators have done a good job of tackling. Number 4 takes it up the middle on the handoff from number 1 for a touchdown.
And it looks like we might have a player shaking up on the field. He's already getting back up.
Got a Gator down. He's up. He's got his buddies helping him off the ground. That looks like number 21. And if he's wearing his number, that's Arian Wallace. He's played a lot of football the last 2 days, as many of these guys have. Tallahassee Leon's going to step up here and get the ball set on the 40-yard line for their second drive of the game. There you see the offensive line calling out their blocking assignments.
Looks like we got a new quarterback, number 15
in.
He throws the ball. Oh, he overshoots him.
There you go. Number 21 out there on the coverage. He was behind his man. If he would have made the catch, I think he would have brought him down pretty quick. But good coverage by the Gators. Got number 8 out at safety, giving him some help.
We'll set up 2nd and 10 with about 7 minutes left in the second segment. 15's our quarterback for Leon.
1 did a lot of running on his own there, and looks like maybe 15 is going to be the passing quarterback. So he swings it out to number 3.
And he was brought down by Kid Ramos.
Brought down, gets just enough for the first down. It looks like he's about 2 yards past the first down marker. Going to bring up a 1st down and 10 for Tallahassee Leon.
And it looks like they got out to about the 26-yard line on that one.
Yeah, you got a few of these guys on the Gators team. I say a few, more than a few of them are going both ways on the field today, getting some work in, and it just shows you the conditioning aspect of the game that Coach Spears and his coaching staff has put his guys through this spring and really since the end of the season. As the ball's up, and it's intercepted by the safety, number 8, on a great play coming over to help Wallace. Wallace had an inside on the man, and I think he would have caught it if 8 didn't come over and take it out. So, there's a little bit of competitiveness between our own guys, and they're going to talk about that one on the bus ride home.
Well, and 8 covers well. He covers ground well.
That's right. He's getting to the ball really good. But, something we'd like to mention, not only the coaching staff at Escambia, but there's a football camp coming up at Escambia High School being put on by former Escambia running back Trent Richardson. You can go to procamp.com/Richardson. Sign your child up grades 1 through 8. They're taking 300 participants into that, and you've got to sign up and register. There's going to be some other pro athletes out there helping the guys. As you see, the running back for Tallahassee, number 2, takes the ball, about a 9-yard gain.
Stopped by number 21 on the play for Escambia.
That's right. But again, back to the Trent Richardson camp. Get your kids signed up for that. Bring them out. It's going to be a great time. Back when you and I played, Ian, Emmett Smith used to put something on similar where he'd bring guys like Bruce Smith and
Derek
Thurman
Brooks.
Thomas, Derek Brooks. I mean, he brought Pro Bowlers down with him, and, he put on a great clinic, and you've got NFL players showing these guys what they know and passing that down to them. And it's just a really great thing. So Trent giving back to his community here and getting that. As number 15 takes the ball up the middle on the shotgun quarterback keeper.
Yeah, he was able to get to the outside and pick up some good yardage on that play.
That's right. But again, the website for the Trent Richardson camp, you go to www.procamp.com/Richardson. Get your child signed up. They're taking 300 participants. Bring your confirmation number with you. All right, as we've got number 15 at quarterback for Tallahassee, 2 at running back. 15 steps back to throw, finds number 3 in the end zone open, but he drops the ball. Good coverage by the Gators, as there was 3 Gators in the end zone with number 3. Tough pass to make, but he made the pass. The receiver just couldn't bring it down.
He threw a good ball. He put it where only his guy could come down with it. and it hit him in the hands, and he just wasn't able to bring it down.
And he knew it. He knew it. You saw the frustration after he put that ball on the ground. We'll see if he may want him to throw him another one, give him another shot at hauling in a touchdown as the Gators are up 28-7, I believe, with 3.5 minutes left in the game. The pump fake by number 15 turns it up on the outside.
Runs into his own guy.
And he had a chance to get the first down. We're going to see if...
it's going to be right at the first down marker, so let's see the spot.
On the marker. They're getting the pile out. They know the clock has become an enemy for them as you see Tallahassee players pulling people out of the pile to get their quarterback up and out and get them set on the field.
We're down to under 3 minutes left in this segment. Escambia up 28-7.
So he's just inches short of the first down on that last play.
Looks like he's going to call his own number and go up the middle. He's
stopped
hit right at the line of scrimmage. It looks like he's going to have enough for the first down.
But he was not able to get in the end zone. Great play by the Escambia defense and the linebacking core there. I believe that is Bynum and McKenzie, who over the past 2 days, we've called their names a lot. And we spoke to them between games. And they wanted, we told them that they're playing really well.
Yeah.
And they said they're just out there having fun, and they want to go out there and keep having fun.
And when you talk to the guys, they're very well-spoken and well-mannered.
That's right. As we say that, number 2 goes up the middle from the shotgun handoff from 15 for a touchdown. It's going to bring the score to 28-14, 2 minutes left, and you see the Tallahassee coaches
they're trying to get
their team back to the 40-yard line as it is a running clock.
They're trying to get their guys set up so they can get as many plays in as they can. We're down to 1:45 now with Tallahassee Leon. It looks like their starters are back in. Number 1's back at quarterback.
Number 1's back at quarterback. I believe it's at number 16 at running back. We'll get a number confirmation on the running back here shortly. As the running back was not set. Ball snap. Number 1 rolls out as he's pressured by number 50 from the Gators. Number 47 for the Gators steps up and makes the play. No gain on the play. Or, excuse me, 2-yard gain on the play.
Yeah, 50, our right defensive end was putting pressure on him immediately.
And you saw early on that the running back, he was looking at the coach as the ball was snapped, and that was probably a chip block or a block for him to make there, and he wasn't able to do it as when he turned around, the ball was already in the quarterback's hand. The ball, number 1 has the ball, rolls out, calls his own number.
Pulls it down, is able to get room out to the left side. 6 was out there to turn him back inside where he had help.
45 seconds remain in this quarter as Tallahassee Leon looks to get the ball down and snapped. Clock's running. We're down to about 30 seconds left. By the time they get this play off, 25 seconds left. 16 steps in at running back. 1 in shotgun.
Looks like we're going to get him on a quick slant.
Throws it behind his receiver, number 3, just a little bit for about a 9-yard gain as it's going to be 2nd down and 9. 15 seconds remain. They're trying to get the ball set.
They're trying to get their line set up, and the referees are trying to get the ball set as quick as they can. They're having trouble with it.
Refs, we've got 4. 2 seconds remain. He gets the ball off just in time. Number 1 rolls it out to the outside, turns it up the field. He gets in the end zone to bring the score to 28-21. It's the end of that segment of football.
And that's going to be it.
That's going to be it for the Gators versus Tallahassee Leon as the Gators once again get a victory in this 12-quarter of football day. And we'd like to throw it to our sponsors, and we'll be back after these messages.
Great rate. Call the fine folks at G&M Land Pros, 850-866-7853. Mention the Chomp and save 10% on your next job. Only at G&M Land Pros.
Hey, did I tell you some guy stopped me and said the reason I must like Wingstop is because there's 8 letters and I was number 8?
That's crazy.
He's obviously never had lemon pepper or garlic parmesan.
27.
What's that?
The number of letters in lemon pepper or garlic parmesan. Hey, wasn't 27 the Super Bowl you were MVP?
Okay, now you're scaring me.
Wingstop, the wing experts.